I lost over 20 kg in just few months with no serious diet, no gym membership, no Ozempic or Monjaro, no slimity of any form, just pure effort that led to real results. Few months ago, I was a tired postpartum mom stuck in a body I could barely recognize. So what did I do? I decided to lose some weight. And in 5 months, I was able to lose over 20 kg. Yeah, I did that. So stick around, especially my postpartum moms trying to lose weight, struggling to lose weight. Watch the video to the end. I'm going to share some tips on how I was able to achieve this in 5 months. Hello, my beautiful YouTube family. This is Peace Uyoyo, and welcome to another vlog. And if you're new here, I'm so happy to have you here. And please do not forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on more content like this. So, today's vlog, I'm going to be sharing something very personal and something that I struggled with for a very, very long time. If you remember, if you watched my last vlog, I talked about how I lost so much weight. So, now I'm going to explain everything in details, share all my struggles and experience concerning my weight loss journey with you guys. So stay tuned and watch this video to the end because I'm going to be dropping lots of tips, especially for my struggling postpartum mom. So don't go anywhere. As a mom, you know how hard it is to lose postpartum weight. Gosh, I struggled. This was me a few months ago, struggling with my weight. Look at my tummy, like God, it was really, really terrible. And this is me now. See how good I look. I can you see the difference, guys. My previous weight was 105 kg, and my current weight is 83 kg. Although I'm not where I want to be, but that's over 20 kg lost in few months. Like, how cool is that? I remember when I started this journey, I was always feeling frustrated. I was tired. I would look at myself in the mirror and be like, who is this? Because I could barely recognize myself. I was getting too big because then I was doing exclusive breastfeeding. So I was getting too big. I was eating a lot. Like if you watch my vlogs, I made a video where I was complaining about eating like a dragon. Like I was not kidding in that video. I was having depression, postpartum depression. So many things. At some point, I wanted to start taking like slim tea or something that would just make me slim down a little bit. But I was breastfeeding, so I could not really take anything that would affect my milk supply. So I just had to give myself more time to be done with exclusive breastfeeding. But let me just put this here. If you are doing exclusive breastfeeding and you want to start losing weight, I would advise that you put the weight loss, push it a little bit further because when you reduce your food intake, it's going to affect your milk production. So I just want to drop this here for my mamas that are still doing exclusive breastfeeding because your baby depends on your breast milk, totally. So you have to give yourself a little bit more time so that when you are done, you can, start this weight loss process. So the first thing I did was cutting out my soda. I knew myself, I knew my weakness. I knew one of my weakness in trying to lose weight was soda. And soda has a lot of calories, a lot of empty calories that, just fills up the space. So I decided to cut out my soda. I decided to cut out my sugar and I substituted my sugar with honey. Another thing that I did was cutting out hot chocolate. Like if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with tea, especially those thick hot chocolate drinks. Man. So I was really obsessed with taking hot chocolate, tea with milk, sugar, all those stuff. So I had to cut that out totally. It's not even like, oh, I reduced it. I cut it out totally because I knew my weakness and I knew that for me to be able to, really lose this weight, I have to cut all this out because they contain a lots of calories. So I just had to cut everything out. I also cut out eating junks like chocolate, snacks like meat pie, all those other things. I cut everything out because I knew what I wanted. Most times I advise people to, take things slow, gradually you just, get rid of them. But at that point, I was really so desperate. So I cut every single thing out. And the reason why I did all this, with so much aggression and doing it at once was because I had already lost weight a few years ago. I think I lost about 15 kg back then. So I already knew what I needed to do, the kind of food that I needed to stop taking. So that was why I just cut everything out at once. So like a few weeks later, I started noticing some changes. A lot of people started telling me, "Oh, you're coming down." But I wasn't really convinced because I would still look at myself in the mirror. I'll be like, I'm not really losing weight. So I don't think I'm losing weight like that. My clothes, I didn't really see much difference. But I got a lot of compliment from people that, oh, you're losing weight. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But my scale was not moving. Like it was not moving at all. So because I was not really seeing the result that I wanted, I went back to re-evaluate what I was actually doing wrong. Then I found out that even though I was skipping meals, I was starving myself, I was eating once in a day, I was not doing it in the right way. I was still eating more calorie, I was still eating a lot of carbohydrates. So what I did was substitute more of my carbohydrates with more protein. I think that was what helped. So that was like a game changer, substituting my carbohydrates with protein. Then I took more fibers. I didn't get rid of carbohydrates. I know some people be like, "Oh, stop taking carbohydrates." I didn't do that because I know that such diet was not going to be sustainable for me. Use my carbohydrate intake. Normally, I would take rice like almost every day, but I started taking rice like 2 times in a week or 3 times in a week and in very little portion. I made sure that if going to take any form of carbohydrate, I'll make sure that my protein are going to be much and my fibers are going to be much too, so that I'll feel fuller and I won't have to be craving so much food. Okay, if I'm having a plate of rice, I'm making sure that I measure that rice to be 1 cup. I'm going to have more protein like chicken, eggs, fish, veggies, like your cabbage, cucumbers, your vegetable leaf. When you eat such food, you're going to feel full, of course, and you won't have to crave for more food. That was what helped me. That was a game changer for me. Eating more protein and taking more fibers. One thing I also did that was a game changer for me was reducing my oil. Like when it comes to frying, I reduce it totally. I no longer eat a lot of fried food, like let me say fried potatoes, fried plantain. I now substituted my frying pan with air fryer and oven. So if I was craving plantain, I would just roast it. And if I wanted potatoes or something, I would just roast it. Another tip that I would like to share that helped me was I drank a lot of water. When people say, "Oh, drink a lot of water, it helps." Well, it actually does help. Drinking a lot of water helps, especially when you want to take a meal. It's advisable that you drink water first before you take any meal to like create an illusion of you getting full, you getting satisfied. Because in all honesty, all this food, you see the food where person they shop, you're not rich now, but but you just have to do that for you. Try to do that so that you can really see real results. So taking a lot of water really really helped me. I won't lie, it helped me most times. If I am done eating and I still want to eat more, I'll just drink like 1 bottle of water and I'm good to go. Another thing that kind of helped me was intermittent fasting. I did that for few weeks. Let me just be truthful here. Like, this is a safe space. Let me just be truthful. I don't think intermittent fasting is for everybody, and I don't think that it's a sustainable diet plan. It might work for some people, but I just feel like it's not for everybody. If you don't want to fast, you can still lose weight. It was not just a sustainable diet plan for me because I just felt like what he did was just, reduce the number of time that I ate. In all honesty, it helps. So I'm not trying to say that it does not help or something. It will just give you like a shorter window for you to eat. But if you can really discipline yourself, you can be able to achieve all that even without fasting. You just have to be strict with yourself, strict with everything that enters your mouth. But one thing I would say and I would advise is that even if you are doing intermittent fasting, you still have to be on a calorie deficit. It's still very important because if you are going to break your fast and you're still going to eat all those nonsense, still going to eat pack all the calories, my dear, you are just starving yourself for nothing. This intermittent fasting, if you are not on a calorie deficit, you are just starving yourself for nothing. Make sure you are on a calorie deficit diet while you are doing your intermittent fasting. Simple. Peace. Another thing that kind of helped me was working out. I didn't go to any outdoor gym during this period because of the kids and working around that. Going to the gym around my schedule was kind of almost impossible. So I try to work out at home, let me say like 3 to 5 times in a week. It does not have to be something really intense, just something light. And yeah, and the funny thing is that you can actually lose weight without even, going to the gym or even working out at all. But working out just, helps you tone your body, kind of reduces loose skin, because when you lose weight, you are subjected to having loose skin. So what exercising does is that it just helps, um reduces the loose skin and makes your body more toned. So I would advise anyone, if you really want to lose weight, you can just add working out to your routine. Um and yeah, and let me just add this here. In as much as exercising helps you to lose weight, your diet plays 80% of weight loss. Like, your diet is very important. When people say you are what you eat, they did not lie. You are actually what you eat. So take your diet very, very serious. And I'll just drop this here. When it comes to losing weight, I feel like you lose weight up here first, before it starts to show in your body. Your mindset is very, very important. There were some days that I felt like I wasn't even losing weight, so what's the point? I'm here depriving myself of so many food that I love. So what's the point of just doing? Let me just eat a bag now food I shop. I don't care anybody, you know. And honestly, if we're going to have that kind of energy, you won't go far. That's why you see many people, they start a weight loss journey and they can't finish it to the end. You see them pulling out or they lose some amount of weight, and you see they've added it back. So everything starts from up here. I remember I was obsessed with the scale. I was obsessed with the movement of the scale. There were some months and weeks that I was not seeing any movement. I was like, so after all this thing, I'm still not losing weight. Then I realized that most times your progress does not show on the scale. The scale was not moving, but I was feeling changes in my outfit, in my clothes. I started fitting in my old clothes, but I was not seeing movement in the scale. So one thing I would advise anybody is to, ditch the scale, get a tape. That was what helped me. I got a tape. I saw that I was not losing weight, but the inches in my waist were reducing. I remember when I started the journey, my waist was about 43, a bit 44, but now my waist is about 34. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. If you think about it, that's a lot. So I'm going to advise anybody, don't pay much attention to the scale. The scale might not be moving, but get a tape. You can measure your body and you see difference, and that's enough for you. Well, I think that's enough for my journey. I just want to say, if you're on a weight loss journey, I just want to advise you that it is very possible for you to reach your goal. Um, when I started this journey, like I said earlier on, I was weighing 105 kg, and now I weigh 83 kg, and it's still not my goal weight. I still want to lose more. I hope I shift that soon because now people are already telling me that, oh, you're too slim, you're too blah, blah, blah. But I just want to reach my goal and see if I would like staying there. So I might still decide that, oh, okay, I don't really like my body like this. Let me just add a little bit. So until then, Sha. Well, I'm still on my journey and I still haven't reached my goal weight yet. But I'm grateful for how far I have come. I'm grateful that I was able to, reach this point of my life. It just shows that being determined, putting much effort in whatever you're doing can yield the result that you want. So keep going, keep pushing. You got this. If you want to see what I eat in a day, you want to see my meal plan, although I do post on my short, so please don't skip any of my short videos. So if you want to get some tips, you want to see some meal plans, and just basically just see what I eat, watch my shorts. Follow me on TikTok because I post a lot of videos on TikTok. I post a lot of health tips on TikTok and my YouTube short. So don't miss any of them. And also, if you're still watching these videos at this point, as usual, you guys are the real deal. You guys are the real MVP. Don't forget to keep on sharing, liking, and commenting on my posts. And also, if you are new here and you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.